Trackday cars. Trackday cars are road legal race cars that are built by enthusiasts to go racing without all the trailers and extra equipment. So, can you build one for $10,000? In today's video we'll find a cheap car, prep it for racing while keeping it road legal, and see if it can beat a real Trackday car. Right, so here we are in my famous garage, as you can see, and we need to buy ourselves a starter car. Now I'm thinking something lightweight, hatchbacky, could do with front wheel drive, maybe rear wheel drive, depends on if we can convert it for cheap or not though, and manual, needs to be manual. Alright, give me something good. Ooh! Alright, so this is a 1995 Hirochi Mistral, 1.3 litres. It's got 74 brake horsepower, it's done 155,000 miles. Ooh. It's a manual, it's front wheel drive, and it weighs just 1 ton. I think that's got to be it. That's perfect as well. It's £200. That is really cheap. Yeah, I might as well just get that. Forget everything else, I'm getting this Mistral. Here's our beautiful car. Yeah, reduced the price, I found a massive dent on the bonnet. Alright, jokes aside, this is actually quite a decent car, you know. The interior is leaving a bit to be desired. Oh, but you have got a headrest, which you don't have in a Covert, so this is a one-up from a Covert already, which is just a really basic choice to make. 5-speed manual. And, fun fact, this is one of the first cars to have an animated gear lever in BeamNG. I remember that, because I got the mod the day it released. Let's take a look at our 1.34 banger. Open that up, because this car came before hood latches on the interior apparently. But look at that! It's based off a Pessima engine. And the Pessima engines are weird because they don't have like exhaust manifolds, they just kind of have a big hoover attached to it. But anyway, let's take it out for a test drive. We've got 2 minutes of test driving. Oh, it's got power steering! And this is a base model. They were really trying to compete with Covert, and I mean, they did it in some pretty cool ways. And also, it's got, I don't know, you can't really see it, but it's got blue gauges. Look at that. That is awesome. We're keeping them. I don't know if you can get a rev gauge with the blue gauges there. I mean, it drives well. Alright, let me do a sick U-turn in this thing. Watch this. Oh yeah. 2-wheel peels in the front wheel drive Mistral, however you say it. I say we pull back up and buy this thing, because this is a good find. This is 200 quid for the Mistral. Hold on a minute. £249 for the tax. The tax is the same price as the car? Jesus Christ. Most realistic car buying experience in the world. Now the first thing we want to do is do a little test lap, see how fast this thing is. So I'll see you at Hirochi Raceway. Yep, we're going over there again. Right, here we are at Hirochi Raceway. Right, let me get out a stopwatch. Let's see what this little custard cream can do. So in 3, 2, 1, and we're off to a screeching start. It's not exactly what you'd call fast. I've reached 50, 60, still cornering on the first corner. Alright, into the first fast corner. Pretty good racing line there. Alright, into the very long corner. Slowing it down a bit. Down into second. Into the slalom. Oh! Right. This thing's only got 7,000 RPM. No, actually, no, this thing's only got 6,000 RPM. so there's not much you can rev into it, and the front wheel drive system is absolutely atrocious, like any other front wheel drive system. Just understeer all the way, and you have to pray that you can turn 3 degrees. This thing handles like an Asda shopping trolley. You know those like trays from B&Q? Yeah, it's one of them. And across the line! With a blinding time of 1 minute, 31 seconds, and 0.6 milliseconds. Terrifying car. Anyway, let's go do some customizations to make it a real race car. Right, so here we are back at our garage, and well, the only thing left to do now is make this thing track worthy for under 10 grand. Can we do it? Let's find out. Right, and here is the finished project. As you can see, we've got new tyres. These are supposed to be racing tyres, but they look like drag tyres. They're very bald and slick. In the interior, we have a racing seat with a roll cage. I've kept the blue dials in because they're really nice and I like them. The interior's been stripped. I got rid of most of the paneling, but I couldn't get rid of the carpet. This is on a budget after all. And under the bonnet, we have got a 1.5 litre 16 valve inline-4. This engine is from the TSR robot configuration of the Mistral, and it makes 217 brake horsepower. Combine that with an ECU and you got yourself quite a beefy engine. I've added a sport wing for performance and looks, and I've straight piped it instead of adding a cool exhaust. So I guess the only thing to do now is get behind the wheel and drive it. Right. Very nice. It sounds really raspy. It sounds really good. So far I'm liking it. Handles well. It sounds really nice. Let's take it down the little dirt road here. So how much did this build cost me in total? Excluding the racing parts like the roll cage and seat, obviously they would be very expensive. This build cost me a total of, which is as much as I can bring it really. So let's get a nice little acceleration test on this road going. Sounds really nice. This is a great little runner. I'm excited to see what this can do on the track. Now, all we need to do is get to the Hirochi Raceway. I'll see you there. And here we are at Hirochi Raceway in our Hirochi Mistral. So this thing is back home. I mean, it probably was built around the time this thing came out anyway, so yeah. Now obviously if I just send this around the track and say, oh, it's faster than a regular car, then what's the point? Obviously it's going to be faster than a regular car. So, if you look behind you to your right, that is a Trackday purpose-built Abishu Corvette with all the nifty stuff it could ever have. It cost £20,000 to build, which is 2 times more than my Mistral, and it's got a lot of power. Let me run you down through it. Inside, instead of our poverty spec normie wheel, you get a nice Arnida wheel, nice and Italian up in this thing. You get 2 seats if you want to bring your special someone on with you with a Trackday. You get some visors which you can't use because they're blocked by the roll cage, and under that bonnet is an absolutely monumental dual overhead cam 1.5 litre 4-cylinder engine, making an output of 305 brake horsepower. That is a lot of horses for a little car like this. So it's only fair that it goes first. got that rasp in it. 7,500 RPM. All screaming to the max, of course. This thing is fully maxed out. It's got nitrous oxide injection. It's got all the fancy stuff you could ever want. EFI. It's all just perfectly tuned for track day racing. So, how good is it actually at track daying? Let's find out. So in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Oh. It gives a lot in first gear, we'll give it that. 65, 70, it's very fast. I can feel the effects of front wheel drive, however, which is a bit sickening. Over the rumble strip. 75, 80, into the long corner. Oh, the tyres are squealing. They're squealing. Okay, into the slalom. Not very good. Oh, that was maximum revs. Okay, onto the bridge now. Oh, the cornering is absolutely abysmal. Into a sharp corner here. Second gear. Overshoots a little bit. Using up as many revs as I can. Oh, that's bad. Oh god, who built this thing? 20 grand into this. I don't see the 20 grand, it must have gone into maybe the nitrous oxide injection. Oh! With a time of 1 minute and 25 seconds. So, I don't know why I stopped at the end, but we'll just cut that off and say a time of 1 minute and 23 seconds. Even though technically it's 1 minute 25, but who cares? Anyway, it's the Mistral turn. Maestrals. I don't even know at this point. Okay, Mistral, I built you. I made you perfect with the amount of money I had. You better pay me back well. The reputation of the entire Hirochi brand is on this one car right here. All it has to do is beat a time of 1 minute and 23 seconds. So, without further ado, let's do it. This is the fastest a custard cream has ever gone before. So in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Tyres screaming. 80 kilometers, 100. It's a lot better in the gearing than the Covert, I will give it that. Oh, it's gonna lift. That was nearly 3 wheels there. Oh my god! Into the long corner. Here we go. Oh, oh. It's very powerful. Into the slalom. It handles like a very fast shopping trolley. 20. Okay, here we go. Whoa! That was 2 wheels. This is the best car ever. Okay, into the other long corner. Come on, BeamNG special. And across the line. I can't believe this thing actually went on 2 wheels. Maybe in hindsight it probably wasn't a good idea just to add racing sway bars and nothing else. So, the numbers you're about to hear will determine how much you need to spend and what car you need to buy for a track day. The Abishu Covert did it in 1 minute 23 seconds. The Hirochi Mistral did it in 1 minute 16 seconds 37, making the Hirochi Mistral the winner and the car you should buy the next time you go for a track day out. The best part is, I don't have to spend 10 extra grand for something that handles like a B&Q trolley. I've got to see this thing roll over. But yeah, if you're going for handling, I wouldn't recommend either, actually. Both cars are a bit terrible, but if you have 10 grand to spare, it's worth it. I reckon we can get it up on 2 wheels here. Yes! God, what a terrible car. Cheers. See you next time. Oh!